A premier military helicopter worth over 30 million United States dollars is being forced out of the sky. The United Kingdom has just delivered a stunning blow to its own frontline reconnaissance capabilities. On June 30, 2026, the British Ministry of Defence officially released its refocused defence investment plan, confirming that the British Army will completely phase out its entire fleet of 34 Leonardo Wildcat AH1 helicopters, beginning in 2027. This means an elite, high-tech scouting platform that achieved initial operating capability in August 2014 will be pushed into retirement after only 12 years of active service, a mere fraction of its intended operational life. The stakes are immense for the British Army Aviation Corps. By completely withdrawing the Wildcat AH1, frontline forces are risking a profound capability gap, leaving troops without their primary crewed battlefield sensor and utility lifter. This drastic move exposes operating units to severe tactical vulnerabilities, as modern electronic warfare and dense air defense networks on the Ukrainian battlefield have proven that traditional crewed scouting aircraft are now completely exposed and dangerously vulnerable near peer competitors. Leading global defense analysts argue that, on paper, the only tactical salvation would be an absolute and aggressive pivot toward unmanned technology. The government of Prime Minister Keir Starmer is betting everything on a £5 billion sterling injection into autonomous technology, signaling a massive shift where software and uncrewed platforms replace human crews at the front lines. Before we go on, you think automated drones can fully replace crewed military helicopters on the modern battlefield? Or is this a dangerous gamble? Hit subscribe to stay updated with deep global defense breakdowns. And tell me where you're watching from. To truly grasp the weight of this decision, one must look at the sheer technological excellence of the Leonardo Wildcat AH1. This machine was never designed to be a budget aircraft, nor is it a substandard platform. On the contrary, it represents the absolute zenith of traditional crewed battlefield reconnaissance. Powering this nimble combat scout are two highly advanced LH-Tech CTS 8004N turboshaft engines, giving the aircraft an incredible power-to-weight ratio. This engineering ensures the Wildcat can surge into high-altitude, high-temperature environments, maintaining optimal performance from Arctic chills of -26 degrees to desert blazes of +50 degrees Celsius. The crown jewel of its scouting capability sits directly on its nose, featuring the L3 Harris Westcam MX-15 electro-optical infrared sensor turret. This ultra-high-resolution eye allows flight crews to detect, track, and identify enemy positions through zero-visibility conditions, day or night. Furthermore, it incorporates a precision laser designator, which functions as the primary target acquisition spark for the heavy hitters of the British Army. For over a decade, the chief mission of the Wildcat AH1 fleet has been to act as the eyes and ears for the modern Boeing Apache AH-64E attack helicopters assigned to the 1st Aviation Brigade Combat Team. Operating as an integrated combat pair, the Wildcat locates the adversary and transmits targeted telemetry data, allowing the Apache to launch devastating precision strikes from over the horizon. It has also proved highly capable of inserting small, specialized pathfinder teams and conducting combat search and rescue missions. On paper, it is a masterclass in military design. Yet, despite these impressive specifications, this multi-million-dollar tactical hunter is finding itself fundamentally misaligned with the brutal realities of contemporary near-peer warfare. The brutal catalyst behind this sudden retirement is the changing face of modern near-peer warfare, highlighted by harsh realities observed since 2022. The extensive integration of manned portable air defense systems, advanced radar networks, and devastating electronic warfare over the battlefields of Ukraine has fundamentally shattered the classic doctrine of crude low-altitude battlefield scouting. Even heavily armored, high-end scouting platforms like the Russian Ka-52 Alligator and Mi-28 Night Hunter have suffered immense, documented losses whenever attempting to approach the front lines to gather visual intelligence. Facing these harsh realities, the United Kingdom Ministry of Defense realized that placing a $30 million United States dollar helicopter and 2 highly trained aviators directly over a heavily contested combat zone is an obsolete tactic. Unmanned aerial vehicles can now execute the exact same telemetry and scouting profiles for a mere fraction of the cost, completely removing the risk to human life. The government of Prime Minister Keir Starmer has decided to redirect vital defense funding toward more lethal, modern solutions, pouring £5 billion into autonomous systems over the next 4 years. Under the new strategy, uncrewed platforms like Project NYX, which aims to field autonomous loyal wingman drones alongside Apache AH-64E attack helicopters by 2030, alongside the high-endurance Project Corvus scouting drones, will entirely absorb the legacy reconnaissance missions. However, there is a vital distinction within this sweep of retirement orders. This decision strictly targets the 34 Army variants designated as the Wildcat AH1. Conversely, the Royal Navy will completely preserve its fleet of 28 Wildcat HMA2 maritime helicopters. Operating over open waters away from dense infantry air defenses, these naval variants armed with sea spray radar and Martlet anti-ship missiles face a vastly different threat profile, allowing them to remain vital protectors of the British carrier strike groups for years to come. While this aggressive shift toward unmanned aerial vehicles streamlines the defense budget, it uncovers profound strategic vulnerabilities for the United Kingdom. Uncrewed drones are highly effective at gathering data, but a drone cannot transport elite special air service teams. It cannot medically evacuate wounded soldiers, and it cannot perform combat search and rescue operations. These are vital, tactile missions that the Wildcat AH1 currently executes for the Commando Helicopter Force. By removing this versatile platform, military planners are accepting a massive capability gap that no single drone can easily fill. Furthermore, a significant blind spot less mentioned in the media is the long-term danger to the British domestic defense industrial base. Phasing out the Wildcat AH1 early threatens the survival of the Leonardo helicopter's manufacturing facility in Yeovil. Without continuous domestic maintenance, modification, and upgrade contracts for this specific airframe, the specialized supply chain faces potential collapse, eventually making the United Kingdom entirely dependent on foreign nations for helicopter procurement. Over the next 3 to 12 months, defense observers anticipate intense political friction as the Royal Navy potentially moves to absorb the surplus Army airframes to shore up its own overstretched helicopter fleets, following recent accidents involving larger Augusta Westland Merlin platforms since 2024. Ultimately, the early retirement of the Wildcat AH1 delivers a powerful lesson about modern warfare in the 21st century. An advanced combat system does not face elimination because it is poorly engineered, but because the blistering evolution of battlefield technology makes legacy doctrines obsolete overnight. The era of crude scouting helicopters appears to be ending, replaced by a cold, calculating calculus of automated attrition. Do you believe this extreme reliance on autonomous drones will make the British military incredibly deadly? Or will it leave frontline soldiers fatally isolated when a real conflict erupts? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.